Well, I was today years old when I learned that there is more than one fucking recording of the Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas song. Do you understand me? I looked it up on YouTube. I'm sure not for the first time, but a few results down, like the fourth one down, was like, here's another recording, not from the 1960s cartoon, but from the 1980s cartoon. I have only ever heard the original version of the song on the radio during Christmas time. Okay? I have never in my life heard this alternate fucking recording of this already underplayed Christmas song from an entirely different era, and the sound quality is actually better. Okay? You can see how far we advanced from the fucking 60s to the 80s, fam. And both of them, there's a video. It only has like 46,000 views. What the fuck? There's a video someone made. I forgot his or her name. It's with the 1960s cartoon and the 1980s cartoon. Bruh. Bruh. Today's the day. Now I'm wondering if the CGI chipmunks have that same Christmas song. And now, being me, we're going to have to analyze this a little bit more seriously. It's cool to see how far we've come in animation. When you compare and contrast the Alvin and the Chipmunks from the 60s and the Alvin and the Chipmunks from the 80s, okay? And it's even more interesting to compare and contrast the Alvin and the Chipmunks from the 1980s with the Alvin and the Chipmunks from the early 2010s. Okay? Because the 2010s one is all CGI. Like, none of that was hand drawn. And the one from the 60s and the one from the 80s are both hand drawn by hardworking Americans. And now they're not hand drawn. Now they're made with a computer, which is less pure. Like, think about how we were doing as a nation when we could actually hand draw cartoons and everyone could enjoy them. Think about it. Looney Tunes. There's a lot more, but it just think about it. Okay, fucking I can't say it. I'm so excited. GI Joe. The GI Joe cartoon from the 80s. Like, I don't know if people who aren't American know this, but hearing people who are significantly, not significantly, they're a little bit older than me, okay? Hearing people who were children in the 80s talk about Saturday morning cartoons is like nothing else I've experienced, okay? In life. In life. And like us kids who were kids in the 90s, we got a teeny tiny taste of that with like one Saturday morning. But it was not like the 80s. It wasn't like the 80s. Of course, we didn't all agree on things, but we were doing better and we had more solidarity. Because when you physically make things with your hands that you and everyone and your children and your children's children enjoy, isn't that pretty special? Like, we no longer have that skill. We do have that skill. We could pull it off. We did pull it off many times, but we just haven't fucking done that since Princess and the Frog, which was not quite 20 years ago. 14 years ago. 14 years ago. I just like it breaks my heart that my kids and the kids that will be born after me like don't necessarily know who Bugs Bunny is, or they don't know who Foghorn Leghorn is. Like, is that really what you want for our society? Because it's not what I want for my society. Us outsourcing all these things, including our most prized hand drawn characters, is ruining us. Like, do you not see that? Do you not see that? Do you not see that? We still have all kinds of fucking cartoons here, but they're all animated in like South Korea and other places I don't know where. But like that breaks my heart, honestly. And I think that we need to bring it back because of how special it is. I know it's time consuming. I am aware, but just hire more people or or make like some specials. If you don't want to make a full-blown show, okay, but like Japan does it all the fucking time. If the Japanese can do it, why can't we? I don't know what the problem is. But get it together, America. I want to see a hand-drawn Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas song in this decade. Okay? Please.